quarterbacks might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to Oxford, Mississippi, and Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home field of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champions, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Rebels will kick this away to start us off. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Oh, and he goes down after a short gain. That's not enough for the first down.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker. And a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
And the back gets the football. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Early in this season, Greg, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field. Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the Nittany Lions will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. When the flag is out before the snap, the defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly fourth down penalty on the defense. A quick throw out left, complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State. Well, that is a dream start for the offense, Kirk. What an opening possession.
You know, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to scramble. Aggressive call on the opening play. Wide open downfield. Now here he goes. They can't stop him. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now, first and goal. To throw, it's Knight. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Oh, and he's got some space here. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Goes strong into the end zone. Wow, so the punt returner all the way to the house to put his team in front now.
Well, that's one way to do it, right? You don't have to worry about your own offense putting points on the board. When you get a score from the return team, 6 points on the board, heck of a return, and they're up.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Now, here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Nittany Lions will bring their punt team on the field now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And the returner will be brought down. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Grab behind the line. It's Henderson.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
That completion makes it second and medium. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Back to pass. It's Knight. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
This offense.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. And the Rebels have 1st and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
And he'll set up to throw. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know. I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback every time they...
The ball is picked off.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
So getting nothing on first down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation. And now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
Here comes 4th down. Now look at this. They line up in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal. I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
Point was up and good. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st down, it's play action. Looks to the left, pass caught. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made in space. Look out. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. 1st and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Send the back in motion. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle, it's Williams. Touchdown, Nittany Lions, as they put 6 more on the board.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Breaks into the clear. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like that in the first half, and you get real excited because that opens up so much more of your playbook, especially all of your counter plays and your play action.
Back to throw. It's Knight. Receiver makes the catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. 2nd down after that previous play. Looking for a receiver. The pocket breaking down. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
They finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. On the move now. Throws it deep downfield to the left. Catch made down inside the 25.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Touchdown, Rebels. This air attack is still unstoppable.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. You're talking about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
Extra point makes it 35-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
It's a quarterback keeper. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Knight. A deep shot to the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
And the Rebels looking to keep this drive moving. He hands it to the back. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Ball handed off. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw here. What a catch! They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
2nd down play coming up. Toss play. Back heads to his right. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. 1st down to the 27.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And the Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if a quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
He's got room to run. Breaks free in the clear.
Well, you could just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
First down now at the 49. One huge play has got this offense out near midfield and threatening. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And they hit him in the backfield. It's a loss on this play. The defense just tired of seeing that running back get loose for big gains.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Important second down play coming up. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Knight. Catch made on the out route. Goes down after making the grab, picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He bought some time, now lets it go. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
Because there are a lot of coaches out there that'll just say, hey, listen, it's the opponent's job to stop us, and they could be right. But with the game like it is right now with such a comfortable lead, not sure if this was entirely needed.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle, but first down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out. And now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board. I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. 2 and clock with the running game. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. And that should be enough to secure an upset, at least according to the rankings. This team said, we don't feel like underdogs. We're out here to prove a point, and they have made the plays to get the W today.
I think anybody who's around this football team thought they had a shot, even though they were an underdog today, and they certainly lived up to that. Today was kind of that early playoff type of atmosphere, and this performance should put the rest of the top 10 on notice.